Welcome to the deep dive. So you want to get a real handle on the Google Pixel 9a, right? Find out what it's actually like, if it's worth paying attention to.
Yeah, we get that. Time is short.
Exactly. So we've done the homework, gone through a detailed review of this phone.
And our mission really is just to pull out the key stuff, give you a clear, engaging sense of what the 9A offers.
What the main features are, why you might care, all based on that in-depth review.
Let's jump in. First impressions, the look and feel.
Okay, yeah. The review really talks about this stylish and understated design, mentions the Obsidian finish specifically.
Right, so it sounds like it aims for that sophisticated look, but maybe not too flashy.
Exactly. Kind of premium, almost industrial, they said. Which is interesting, in a market with a lot of louder designs.
And it's not just looks, is it? They mention premium quite a bit for a phone in this price bracket.
Right. Like careful attention to detail in every curve and finish.
That suggests a certain level of craftsmanship you don't always find on these more budget-conscious phones.
For sure. And the feel, they praise the impressive build quality for a smartphone in this price range.
Solid, robust.
Yeah, exactly. Feels solid and robust. Which is always good peace of mind, right? Knowing it can probably take a few knocks.
Definitely. But it's not bulky.
No, that's the other thing. It apparently manages to keep a slim profile. Good for holding on to, especially for, long stretches.
So solid and slim. It's kind of the sweet spot, isn't it?
Seems like it. You get that sturdy feel without it being a brick in your pocket.
Google seems to be aiming for something that doesn't feel like a compromise in the hand.
Makes sense. Okay, let's flip it over. The front. An edge-to-edge display with minimal bezels.
So that means more screen real estate without making the phone itself massive.
Right. More immersive, less border. Just looks cleaner, more modern.
Yeah, you're focused on the content, not the frame. Big plus for video, photos, all that stuff.
Definitely. Now, the fingerprint sensor review says it's either in display or on the side. Depends on the region, apparently.
Oh, interesting regional difference. But the main thing is how it works, right?
Yeah, they called it intuitive and responsive. So, quick, easy, secure access. No fumbling around, hopefully.
Good. Security that doesn't, get in the way. That's always the goal.
Okay, let's dig into that display a bit more. Vibrant, high resolution. What does that mean day to day?
Well, the review highlights rich colors and excellent brightness levels. So basically, things should look sharp and punchy.
Even outside.
Apparently so. They specifically said content appears vivid even under challenging lighting conditions. Big deal for usability.
Yeah, hate squinting at your phone in the sun.
So it should make everything just nicer to look at emails, websites, whatever.
And for media, streaming video, looking at photos.
The review uses the term incredibly immersive. That vibrant display really pulls you in, makes your movies more engaging, your photos look better.
Nice. And it suggests Google really knows how important a good screen is for, well, everything you do on a phone.
Seems like they haven't skimped there. Oh, and they also noted it's gentle on the eyes during extended use.
Ah, that's actually a really good point. If you're on your phone a lot, reducing eye strain matters.
Definitely. A thoughtful touch that makes a difference over time. More comfort.
And just looping back to the design, that high screen-to-body ratio you mentioned, it's not just aesthetics.
Right, it affects usability too. More screen in a phone that still feels manageable.
Yeah, good balance between looks and practical handling.
Okay, so aesthetics and displays sound pretty good. What's powering it all? Performance.
Right, the engine. It's got a capable chipset, the review says. The key phrase they used was it balances performance with efficiency.
So smooth enough for everyday stuff, multitasking, browsing.
Yeah, that's the idea. Should handle that fine, maybe even some light to moderate gaming, but without killing the battery too fast.
That balance is crucial, isn't it? You want responsiveness, but you also need it to last the day.
Exactly. And what apparently sets Pixels apart, according to the review, are the integrated AI capabilities.
The Google Smarts. How does that show up?
Well, it supposedly learns how you use the phone, offers suggestions, streamlines tasks based on your patterns.
So it gets smarter, more helpful over time.
That seems to be the promise. Making things a bit easier, maybe anticipating what you need.
Interesting. That's where Google's software background really comes into play, I suppose. Turning AI into actual useful features.
Yeah. And speaking of software, it runs an unadulterated version of Android, clean,
No bloatware.
apparently free of bloatware, So none of those extra apps cluttering things up, just a clean, streamlined interface.
which usually means it feels faster, more responsive,
What the review suggests, yeah.
responsive and intuitive.
That's a big win for many people, just pure Android-focused resources.
Plus, you get those regular software updates directly from Google. Security patches, new features, no waiting.
Crucial. Keeps the phone secure and up-to-date for longer. Big advantage for Pixel phones.
Definitely. The review mentions specific AI examples too, like automated suggestions in emails.
Or smart categorization of photos, little things that work in the background.
So it's subtle, not like yelling AI features at you.
Seems so. Enhancing things quietly without being intrusive. Making daily tasks a bit smoother.
Subtle but effective. Sounds good.
All right, let's shift to something huge for Pixels. The camera. Always a big focus, right?
Absolutely. Google's reputation is built on camera software. The review calls it an AI camera, which is telling.
Yeah, they lean into that AI aspect hard. Advanced AI algorithms enhance every shot.
Meaning better pictures automatically.
Pretty much. Delivering crisp, detailed images in different lighting conditions. The idea is you point, shoot, and get something great without needing to be a photo pro.
That consistency is key, isn't it? Getting good shots reliably even when the light isn't perfect, especially for this price point.
Right. Speaks volumes about their image processing and the camera app itself.
Described as both simple and powerful, so easy for quick snaps.
But with deeper settings if you want them.
Exactly. Caters to both point and shoot users and those who like a bit more control. Flexible.
And the AI is doing work behind the scenes, adjusting exposure, focus, and color balance automatically.
Takes the guesswork out. Means more keepers, fewer duds, especially when you're grabbing a quick shot.
Effortless good photos, that's the dream. What about tricky situations? Low light.
Yes. The review apparently raved about the AI-enhanced night mode.
Does it actually work?
Sounds like it. Brightens scenes, reduces noise, gets surprisingly detailed photos, even when it's pretty dark.
That's a big deal. Night shots are often where mid-range phones struggle.
Definitely a differentiator if it works well, capturing those evening moments with clarity.
And beyond the basics, any creative stuff.
Yep, mentions portrait mode, for the blurry background look.
Standard these days, but good to have.
And creative filters, too, so you can add some artistic flair if you want. Gives you options.
Good, good. Okay, let's talk power. Battery life, always critical.
The review sounds positive here. States it offers an all-day battery.
Handles typical modern usage, social media, streaming calls, all that.
That's the claim. Enough juice to get you through the day without battery anxiety.
Which is huge. Peace of mind.
And it's not just about the battery size. The battery management system is designed to be smart.
How so?
It optimizes power consumption without sacrificing performance when you need it. Efficient use of the power available.
So smart software helping the hardware last longer.
Exactly. And when you do need to plug in,
Supports fast charging, quick top-ups when you're in a hurry, always convenient.
very useful. Minimizes that time spent tethered to the wall.
There are even some smart features in the battery management, like adaptive charging.
How did that do?
Apparently learns your daily charging routine, like if you plug it in overnight, and adjusts the charging speed to help preserve the battery's long-term health.
Oh, that's clever. Thinking about the battery's lifespan, not just the daily charge. Nice touch.
Yeah, shows attention to detail for the long run. Okay, switching gears completely. Security. Super important.
Agreed. And the review emphasizes this is a cornerstone of the Google Pixel philosophy.
So they take it seriously.
Seems that way. It mentions multiple layers: biometric security, fingerprint, and facial recognition.
Both. Good to have options.
Yep. And also integrated hardware-level protection.
Okay, so beyond just software locks.
Right. Plus, as we mentioned, those frequent security updates directly from Google, keeping things patched.
That consistent update schedule is a major security benefit. Addresses threats quickly.
Definitely. And they specifically call out Google's Titan M security chip.
What's that? Like a separate processor just for security?
Sort of, yeah. It's dedicated hardware designed to safeguard your really sensitive stuff, passwords, encryption keys, like a little vault inside the phone.
Okay, that sounds pretty robust. A dedicated chip for protection.
Makes it much harder for bad actors to get at critical data.
And what about privacy controls? Managing app permissions and stuff?
Review says they're intuitive, easy to see and control what apps can access.
Good. Transparency is key.
Plus, the AI apparently helps here too by flagging potentially problematic behaviors from apps.
Oh, interesting. Like an extra watchdog?
Kind of
Yeah.
a proactive approach to spotting unusual activity. Gives you more awareness and control.
All right. Let's quickly cover storage and connectivity. Storage space.
Comes with 128 GD
Yeah.
of onboard storage.
Decent amount. Enough for most people.
Should be ample for apps, photos, videos for the average user. Good starting point. Strikes a nice balance.
And it's unlocked, right?
Yes, the review highlights the phone is unlocked. Big plus for flexibility.
Means you can choose your carrier, switch easily, use local SIMs when traveling.
Exactly. More freedom for the user.
Connectivity options, all the usual suspects.
Yep. Latest Wi-Fi standards, Bluetooth for peripherals, and 5G for fast mobile data. Covers all the bases.
Good. Ensures you can connect reliably wherever you are, however you need to.
Seems well equipped there.
Yeah.
What about sound? Audio, multimedia?
Yeah, the review calls it a well-considered audio setup. Sound quality is crisp and well-balanced.
Through headphones. Or the speakers.
Both, apparently. Whether using the built-in speakers or plugging in headphones, the aim is a pleasant listening experience. Music, podcasts, calls.
Okay, that's good. Sometimes phone speakers can be pretty tinny.
Right. And this one actually has stereo speakers.
Oh, it's 2 speakers. That makes a difference.
Yeah, they're apparently tuned specifically for clear highs and robust lows. Should make watching videos or listening to music without headphones more immersive.
Creates a wider soundstage. Nice touch for multimedia.
The review felt this attention to audio fits the phone's overall user-friendly vibe. They thought about the whole experience.
That holistic approach again,
Yeah.
considering all the details.
So let's try and wrap this up. Overall impression from the review.
It really sounds like the Pixel 9a hits a sweet spot. Balances performance, functionality, and affordability.
A lot of phone for the money, basically.
That seems to be the core message. It offers a strong feature set and good performance without, breaking the bank.
And the user experience across the board, design, display, camera, security, sounds refined and practical.
Yeah, the focus seems to be on a phone that's not just packed with specs, but actually enjoyable and efficient to use day to day.
Plus, that promise of future support, regular software updates, the AI features improving robust support system adds long-term value.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It suggests the phone won't feel outdated quickly and will stay secure.
So the final verdict from the review was pretty strong.
Yeah, essentially, the Google delivered a product that checks nearly every box without overextending its price point. A solid contender in a tough market.
Okay, so bringing our deep dive to a close then. It really feels like the Pixel 9a plays to Google's strengths.
Yeah.
Smart software, especially that AI camera.
Right. The camera, the battery life, the security focus, those seem to be the pillars.
Using that software expertise combined with capable hardware to create an outstanding user experience.
A well-rounded package. The sleek modern design, the thoughtful software integration, the performance optimization.
It all comes together to, as the review put it, raise the bar for what you might expect in the mid-range.
Yeah, setting a high standard by blending hardware and software effectively.
And ultimately, it shows that premium features aren't just for flagship prices anymore.
Exactly. The AI smarts, the great battery, timely updates, solid security.
Yeah.
It makes the 9A a noteworthy contender.
Definitely something to consider if you're looking in that price range.
Sure.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. As AI gets deeper and deeper into our phones, like we see with the Pixel 9a, how far will it go? How will these features evolve to maybe anticipate our needs even before we know them ourselves in the next few years?
Yeah. That's a really interesting question for the future.
Something to mull over. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.